that you are in your grave, dark grave, all alone. You lived a life of negligence, now you will be accountable. 6 foot under, no comforts, no luxuries, no family, no friend, no one to help you at that point. And the Munkar and Nakir will force you to sit up. And they will ask you, Man Rabbuka, that who is your Lord? Allah. Who is your Lord? At that point, he will struggle to give the answer. Because in this dunya, he was too busy chasing the materialism of this dunya. He was too busy accumulating the wealth of this dunya. He didn't have time to worship Allah. He didn't have time to wake up for Salatul Fajr. He didn't have time to do the ibadat of Allah. He was too busy running after this dunya. This was his only aim. He had no time to remember Allah. He had no time for the gatherings of the dhikr of Allah. He had no time for anything relating to Allah's ibadat. At that point, his lips will be sealed. Man Rabbuka, who is your Lord? He will struggle to give the answer. This is the disbeliever's soul. The ghafil insan, the negligent, heedless insan. People like me, who at that point, our lips will be sealed. We will struggle to give the answer. We may know the answer, but we will struggle because we never fulfill the rights of Allah. We never fulfill the huquqs of Allah, huququl ibad, huququllah wa rasulihi. We never fulfill the rights of Allah. We never fulfill the rights of Rasulullah. We never fulfill the rights of the people. At that point, our lips will be sealed. But then still is the mercy of Allah. He gives you a second chance. The ghafil insan, he gives him a second chance. The shaykh, maybe he knows the answer to the second question. The Man Rabbuka was the first question. Ma dinuka, what is your religion? What is your religion? And then he begins to panic. Then the panic increases. He becomes struck by grief. He didn't know what this religion was. He was a Muslim by name. He was born into a Muslim family. And he will struggle. Because in this dunya he was too busy driving the flashy cars. In this dunya he was too busy living in the big houses. In this dunya he didn't follow what Islam taught him to do. In this dunya he didn't live the life of a Muslim. He lived the life of a bad boy. He lived the life of a Westerner. He lived the life of a person who isn't the ashik of Rasulullah. He lived a life anti-Islam. At that point he begins to panic. The Ma dinuka, what is your religion? Munkar and Nakir ask him. And you know, Munkar and Nakir, to the disbeliever, to the ghafil, heedless insan, he doesn't come in a beautiful way. Or they don't come in a beautiful way. Do you know how they come? From head to toe they are covered in hair. And they have big, blue, black eyes which stick out. Munkar and Nakir. Alfaz of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Black eyes with a touch of blueness in them. And they come to this person and they pose these questions to him, and he's struggling now. 2 questions, 2 strikes, both he has failed with. Now who is your Lord? He struggles, he doesn't know. He didn't worship Allah. He didn't do the ibadat of Allah. He was heedless. Ma dinuka, what is your religion? Second question. He doesn't know. Islam, Muslims by name. This is what we are today. Muslims by name. And then the third question. Such is the mercy of Allah that He gives you a third chance. He gives you a third opportunity. That maybe you know the answer to the third question. The most important question. The ma kunta taqulu fi haqqi hadha ar-rajul bi Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And then the tasweer of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam will be brought in front of him. Rahmatan lil alameen. Allahu Akbar. Such is the mercy of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. These people said that Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam is dead. And you people be dead. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam is alive. And he comes at that point and he brings his blessed Chehra Mubarak. That maybe, just maybe, he might recognize who I am. That maybe he might know who I am. And this person now is struggling. He looks at the face of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he tries to remember who he is. He tries to remember those Shama'il lessons that he listened to. He tries to remember the characteristics of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but he's struggling. He doesn't know what answer to give because he didn't follow the sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He didn't follow the practices of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was negligent to the actions of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was that person who used to just do lip service. Ashik hai. But he never showed it in his actions. He never showed it in his appearance. And at that point, the ghafil insan, he will say, La adri, I don't know who Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is.